Haruto was a lonely, disgusting, isolated loser who lost hope in his life after living it aimlessly for years. But when he realized how depressing his life was, a light shined from his phone, teleporting him into the heavenly dimension. The Archangel congratulated him on reincarnating and gifted him with overpowered skills that'll help him live his second life to the fullest. And before he knew it, he was born to the royal family with the greatest powers. However, his family thought he was the weakest newborn alive, so they threw him out in the woods, where he destroyed the legendary Fenrir, Flay, and added her to his harem. Before long, the greatest businessman of all time came and created the perfect deal, making Haruto his son and Flay his maid. In his new life, the only person who continued being distant was his little sister, crushing all of his otaku dreams. Weeks later, he was laying in his bed when he checked his surveillance cameras and noticed how all the soldiers had been severely injured after their defeat. His father was shocked that their secret plan was somehow ambushed and told Haruto to go to his room before seeing these sights. While walking back, Flay thought that gold was useless for being crushed by a bunch of thieves, so Haruto gave her a cold glance, telling her to shut her mouth. As he continued walking, he casted his barrier magic on every soldier and healed their injuries as if they'd never happened. At night, Flay continued standing outside his door, and Haruto went outside, wondering why the she's just standing outside his room like a creep. However, when she didn't respond to him, he realized that she's been still shutting her mouth after his order, so he told her to open it up already and shove his dick. She apologized for offending him and offered to let him do whatever he wanted to her body.
Yeah, boy.
At the top of their castle, Haruto began looking through all of the cameras he'd set up throughout the country, and finally located the group of bandits who had ambushed the army. Flay thought it was suspicious how the bandits knew the soldiers' exact location, and Haruto realized there was a spy among them, so he took off flying with Flay, and his sister saw everything. At the bandits' hideout, the captain of the military was glad they nearly—
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the— no, 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 no.
The captain of the military was glad they nearly annihilated Gold, and Haruto came from the dark, casting a spell to stop them from moving with barriers and crushing one of them against the wall. After tying them up and questioning them, he realized that they were soldiers from the neighboring empire. This entire time, they'd been disguised as military officers to cause an internal power conflict. However, they revealed that there was a person more powerful than his dad controlling the strings. After he had extracted all of the information he needed, Haruto told Flay to burn the entire fort down along with them. After all, they were the ones who ambushed his father, so they had already forfeited their lives when they committed their actions. Flay told them to taste her master's vengeance like she does every night, and burnt the entire place down. As they walked away, he swore that he would never have mercy for anyone who attacked his family. The following morning, his father received a letter explaining how the fort was burnt after the spies were located, and realized that their nation was about to wage war with the neighboring empire. Char wondered who could have been powerful enough to take care of the bad guys, and Gold realized that Flay was the only one responsible, because she was the most powerful creature in the entire province. After hearing his words, Char decided to leave because she wanted to find something out, and ran towards Haruto, wondering just who he could be. When she finally approached Flay, she asked her if there were two Harutos, but Flay asked her if she was dropped as a child. Char said,
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
And told Flay that she's the one who fell from heaven, because her face is f***ed up. Last night, Char revealed that she saw Haruto flying at night, and when she went to his bedroom, she saw Haruto was still there, but didn't feel any scary aura coming from him. After realizing that she could feel her brother's aura, Flay told her that the aura she feels was none other than Haruto's limitless mana. Ever since he was born, Haruto's power surpassed that of every human. Even the greatest demon lords couldn't compare to him. Char asked her if she knows who Haruto really is, but Flay said that she can't reveal the truth, because if she worried about such matters, she'll never grow nice and big. Sorry, I'm not sure why the screen froze. It was probably because I was editing that scene with one hand. When she was gone, Flay told Haruto that Char had discovered his clone, and realized that she's been spying on him this entire time. He decided to make even more surveillance barriers around his sister. Flay wondered why there was two Harutos, but he told her that she'll find out tonight. After a long and rough night, Haruto wanted to go to the bathroom, and felt his sister following him from behind, so he decided to catch her off guard, but she ran away like she was never there. Inside the bathhouse, Haruto thought there was no chance she would follow him here, but noticed her hiding behind the pillars. Days began passing, and she would constantly spy on him, but he pretended like he never noticed where she was. However, she didn't follow him on day 7, so he had to pick up her work and spy on her instead. Eventually, Gold revealed that Mommy Milkers and Char are going to an annual festival, so Haruto told them to take Flay with them, but remembered that she was busy destroying all the monsters in the forest. Char continued glaring at him, and the Siscon was depressed because his otaku dreams were still not coming true. While laying in bed, all of his surveillance alarms went off, and he saw that a group of bandits was attempting to ambush his mother and sister. Mommy Milkers tried running away to protect her daughter and defended against all of their attacks, but when she fell down, a magical barrier told Char where they could hide. Her mother wondered how her daughter knew where to go, but Char told her to jump off the cliff, and as she fell, she used her mana to slow their fall. However, she was already out of mana, but Char told her to enter the secret cave in the distance. As Mommy Milkers walked inside, she realized that the light here would make it easier for them to be found. So she told her daughter that the person giving her directions must have been a hero of justice. She's sure he would punish evildoers, so she told her that she'll go and look for him, but Char begged her mother not to leave her. Natalia promised that she would be back, and hugged tightly to her daughter before running away. After she left, the cave's entrance appeared to close with illusion magic, but the soldiers had already surrounded her. Knowing what they would do to her in a Japanese isekai, she decided to unsheath her sword, and threatened to hug the sword tightly. But the sword was destroyed and she fell unconscious. Haruto hugged his mother's unconscious body, and his anger swelled, yelling at them to shut up and knocking all of them unconscious towards the trees. Char was trying to hold her breath in when Haruto arrived and told his sister that his mother was alive in a different voice. However, she still felt his intense demonic aura and knew that it could be no one except her brother. She turned around and called out for her brother, so the moron turned around and realized that he just sold himself out. She asked him if he was a hero of justice, and her question nearly melted his brain, so he decided to just go along with it. He asked her if they could keep this little secret between them, so Char promised to lie to her father no matter what. Back at the castle, Gold wished he could thank the person who saved his family, so he asked Haruto what he thought about the mysterious hero. Haruto said that the hero would definitely save them from all the Imperial soldiers that were disguised as thieves. Haruto realized that he just clapped himself, but went on to say that it's not like there's probably someone higher in ranking than Gold trying to assassinate him or anything like that. His father wondered if his child is actually 9 years old, but realized that it was definitely the shrewd vixen behind all of these plans. Just then, Char burst in the room, and Gold went to hug both of them. However, Char only cared about running to hug her Oni-chan, and said that she missed him so much. Mommy Milkers hit us with an and when Gold asked Char when they got so close, she told them that she loves her brother, and Flay's jealousy grew. Haruto was glad to finally feel his sister's hug for the first time, so Flay screamed at her to let Haruto go already. Watch this next video. Till next time, my fellow legendary plot masters.